Hey guys, it's Karen and I'm here with what I think is a very exciting review because I actually saw this in a magazine, this Tropez face oil, I don't know, a few months ago. It was before Christmas anyway, and I was so excited for it to be coming out, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys won't know about this. So that's another reason why I'm so excited, because if any of you like me are into your tan products, then you'll be excited about new products. And there's two other products, one that I've ordered, one that I haven't yet ordered, but I'm going to, that I'll be reviewing, that I'm very excited about. Anyway, it's called Tropez Self Tan Luxe Facial Oil, and I've got the body oil, and I really like the body oil, but the body oil is very highly fragranced. It's got a lot of lemongrass in it, and it's a very strong smell, and it's also got a shimmer in it. And so I thought the face oil is going to be hopefully fragrance free, or certainly with less fragrance. It's not going to have that shimmer in it, and I thought there might be the addition of like moisturizing for your face, and I just thought it was a really interesting idea. So this is the box it comes in. The thing I would say is I struggled to get this, and in fact putting it into Google, very few things come up with it, but it's on the Tropez site, but it's sold out. I found this on Superdrug, so I bought this from Superdrug online. I had a look in the shops and it wasn't in either Superdrug or Boots. It isn't in Boots online, but it was on Superdrug online, so I ordered it that way. It's £22.99, so that's the price, sort of price I would have expected for this, to be honest. So that's the box, and this is the bottle, and it's £22.99 for 30ml, and I have used this once, and so you can see how much I've used at the top there. So you would get quite a few uses out of this. So let me tell you what the claims are, etc., and I'll tell you about the ingredients, and then I'll tell you what I think. It's pretty much a first impressions review because I've only used it once, and I need to use it quite a few times and in different ways, etc., to give a full review. But I think because I've got these other two tanning products coming, that I'm going to probably do a single product review on each of them. I may then do kind of my favourite self-tanners, or a self-tan review and compare. Do you remember I used to do the review and compare series, and I haven't done one of those for a long time, so I might do that. So it's a self-tan Luxe facial oil, and I think that's where I wasn't finding it in Google, because I was putting Tropez self-tanning oil, but it's a self-tan Luxe facial oil. And I'm telling you that just because obviously I've bought it in the UK, but if you're in another country, you might want to look and find out if you can get it there anywhere. And it says, the claims are, it's a natural streak-free tan that lasts for up to 5 days. Lightweight, non-greasy, quick-drying formula is proven to moisturise for up to 7 days without blocking pores. And this is suitable for sensitive skin. So the ingredients, let's have a look at the ingredients. Sorry if you get a glare off these glasses, they're not anti-glare, you know what I mean, lenses. So the first ingredient is water, then there's castor oil in it, and then the dihydroxyacetone, which is the self-tanning ingredient. Then there's some other things that are kind of preservatives and stabilizers and things. Then phenoxyethanol, which is a fatty alcohol, so that's absolutely fine. Then further down, I guess this is ingredient number 11 or 12, it's got grapefruit peel oil, it's got limonene, which I'm normally sensitive to, it's got bitter orange flower oil, linalool, geraniol and caramel. So it does have irritating fragrances in it, but they are very low on the list, so that's why I was quite happy to buy it, because well, actually, to be honest, I didn't know what the ingredients were. I just took a risk, because there are things that with tans I haven't found anything without any fragrance and alcohol in it, so I am prepared to use some things with fragrance and alcohol, but it is very low on the list, so I'm really pleased about that, and have used it and I haven't had any sensitivity to it, so that's really good, because with limonene, linalool, geraniol, they are things that sometimes make my skin kind of come out in hives or itch, and I could barely smell it, I have to say, when I put it on. So that's the ingredients. Let me tell you about it and what I think. When you open it and smell it, you can smell fragrance, so if the smell of lemongrass bothers you, then you probably won't like it, because you can definitely smell it. But I was really bothered by the lemongrass in the body oil, because it's so strong. I didn't find it strong in this, and even putting it on my face I couldn't smell it at all, and I wasn't blocked up or anything, so I was surprised at that, because like I said, you can smell it like that, but having it all over my face, not last night, the night before, I couldn't smell it. So that was really good, because when it was on my arms, actually, with the body one, I could smell it and it was bothering me, but this one not so much. So I think the smell will be fine, unless you really don't like that smell of lemongrass. What it says, how to use it, is to put 1 to 2 drops. Let's see if it says it on here. Let me read it again. Okay, the instructions for use are to apply 2 to 3 drops to clean dry skin, blend evenly over face and neck, Face, neck and décolletage. Wait until touch dry before getting dressed. Allow 4 to 8 hours before getting wet. Wash hands after use. Reapply for a deeper tan. Yeah, that's everything. So I think the best way for me to review this for you is to go through the claims and tell you what I think that way. But let me first tell you about those instructions and what I think, because it said to apply 2 to 3 drops, and 2 to 3 drops to me is nowhere near enough. So that's what I would say, is to maybe ignore that. I mean, you could try it, but the other thing I found is that it's nothing like a facial oil that you've used before. If you're using a facial oil in your skincare as a moisturiser, I expected it to feel like that, but it doesn't feel like an oil. It feels like water. And I expected it to be an oil that, you know, felt soft and was easy to rub in and blend over my face. I put a few drops on my face, and so I put 1 drop here, 1 drop here and 1 drop here, and tried to rub it in, but it was literally only went about that area of my face, because it isn't very emollient, it isn't very moisturizing. It, like I said, it feels more like trying to rub water into your face. So what I ended up doing is actually getting a full dropper's worth, which is actually harder to do than you think. So maybe 2 of those, and putting it on my hands, rubbing my hands together, and then just kind of patting it like that on my face and neck, and then rubbing it in. You have to rub it in very, very quickly, because like I said, it is a quick drying. So the quick drying claim is definitely true. And I did find it quite hard to distribute. That was my kind of first impression. I thought, this is not easy to distribute. So you might be better with this, mixing it with a little bit of moisturiser. So let's go through the claims. It says it's a natural streak-free tan. Yes, I think if you only used a few drops, it would be a very natural colour. And you can probably use it that way to give your skin more moisturisation, and also to affect the level of the tan that you want. I knew that I wanted quite a deep, I like a dark tan on me. I may not look like I'm darkly tanned, but this to me is me well tanned, and I like the colour result that's come out. So natural streak-free tan, yes, I agree it can be natural, and it's definitely streak-free. What I'm super surprised at is how streak-free it is, considering I didn't use how do I explain it? Even though I did use 2 droppers worth and I rubbed it all over my face, it didn't feel like it was spreading everywhere, because it sort of dried. And I thought, I'm not sure I've got every little nook and cranny. You know, if you use a real moisturising lotion or cream, you can be sure you've got right in by your nose and you've got every little area. And particularly on my neck, I thought it would be really patchy on my neck, and it's not patchy at all. And that's something that was a real bonus about the body one, or is a real bonus about the body one. It's the only self-tanner I've ever used on my feet that doesn't go streaky for me. So I would agree, natural streak-free tan. Lasts for up to 5 days. Obviously I can't say anything about that because I've only had this on 2 days, but it has lasted the last 2 days. It doesn't look any different today than it did yesterday, which is a surprise, because normally my first day is very obviously tanned, and then the second day it wears off a little bit, and I feel like today it looks the same as it did yesterday. So that's really good, but whether or not it lasts the 5 days, I'm not sure. Lightweight, absolutely it's lightweight. Non-greasy, absolutely it's non-greasy. Quick drying formula, yes, so it is lightweight, non-greasy, quick drying. Proven to moisturise for up to 7 days without blocking pores. That bit I have to say I don't really agree with. It may provide some moisture, I mean it will provide some moisture, because obviously it's got castor oil in it, which is moisturising. But for the feel of it, it doesn't feel moisturising, it doesn't feel hydrating. And when I put it on, I was surprised at that. Like I said, I expected it to feel like a normal facial oil, and it doesn't feel anything like that. Probably because of all the other things that it is, that it's lightweight, quick drying and non-greasy feeling. But it doesn't also feel moisturising to me. Now, I kind of felt a bit bare without putting a moisturiser on top of it. It's a very weird feeling. I mean, it dried and it didn't feel like it needed a moisturiser to make it, you know, not greasy or anything like that. It's just my face didn't feel moisturised. So I decided to leave it to see if my skin would feel better, because there was a moisturiser that I used recently that made my skin feel tight at first, but half an hour later my skin felt a lot better. And I have to say it didn't change as the evening went on, but it wasn't a tight feeling that was bothering me a lot. I barely noticed it, was just a little bit, but I think next time I use it, I will probably put a moisturiser on top of it, which will then dilute the colour a little bit. I don't think I'll mind that though, because this is pretty dark. I don't know whether you can see the difference there from my face to my neck. In order for you to see the intensity of colour that you get from this, what I do with all of my tans when I get them is, and I sometimes do it before I've even done my face, is I put a tiny little bit on my kind of midriff area, because I'm not going to be putting a bikini on anytime soon. I wouldn't do it if I was, obviously. But I just put a little bit there because it's probably the whitest part of me, and then I can see the kind of intensity of colour that it is. That might have been a good one to do for a quick tip video, but I then see what the colour's like. So I did this even though I put it on my face as well. I just wanted to see, because sometimes I look at my face and I think, oh, I haven't really got any colour. But then if I look at my stomach, I can see the real depth of colour and if there is any colour, and then therefore adjust how much I need to use. So I'll either insert a picture or a video just here for you to see the difference in the colour of my skin. In the little circle, I just used 2 little drops on my stomach and sort of rubbed it in, and you'll see the difference in colour. So the last claim it has is that it's suitable for sensitive skin. It may be suitable for sensitive skin. I wouldn't say 100% this is suitable for sensitive skin. It depends on the level of sensitivity that you have, because it does have those irritating fragrances in it, linalool, limonene, geraniol. You would want to be careful, and I don't know how you would test that out. I guess you would know yourself maybe if you've got other products that you're sensitive to. If you've got a product that you know that one makes me sensitive, have a look how far down the ingredients you can get away with those ingredients being, if that makes sense. Because like I said, they are very low on the list, but they're definitely there. So the only other thing to talk about is for what type of skin type it might be good for. And I was thinking, I think that it would be really good for oily skin, which is myself. I think that it will be good for combination skin. For dry skin, I think it would be good, but I think you would have to use the moisturiser on top. My skin at the moment is very oily, so for my skin to feel slightly tight, I think if you've got very dry skin that you might struggle with just using that. So if you've got dry skin and you want a very dark tan, you would have to use it for 2 or 3 nights, I think, or 2 nights at least, to get the depth of colour that you want. If you have got acne prone skin, which again is what I have, I'm not 100% sure that it doesn't break me out. I can't see anything in it other than castor oil for some people might make them break out. I have got a blemish come up. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it on screen. You can certainly see it in my get ready that I did for this. But I think that that's hormonal. I don't think it's from this, because I feel like I saw that yesterday before, not yesterday, the day before I even put this on. So I don't think that this has caused it, but I am going to keep an eye on that over the next few months and see if this does cause me any breakouts, and I will let you know. If it does, I'll put it into empties and fails and let you know that way. I think that's everything you need to know about this. If you want to see the colour of it without my makeup on, I have done a get ready with me for this look, and it's MAC. On my eyes I've got MAC Star Violet and Fig 1, so if you have a look out for a get ready with me, I'll probably put that up the Saturday after I put this video up, which I'm not sure when that'll be, but and in that video obviously I start off with no makeup on, except for I've got the tan from this, so you can see what it looks like there. I perhaps should have taken a picture of myself without my makeup on, just with the tan. I might actually try and remember and do that later on today. If I do, I'll insert a picture, or I can maybe take a screenshot from my get ready with me. Anyway, one way or another, you can see what it looks like without any makeup on if you'd like to. So my opinion at the moment, I don't know whether you've got it from all of that, is that I really, really love it. I'm still concerned about the fact that it's got fragrances in it. So like I said, there's another 2 products coming. One of them is a powder, and the other one doesn't have any fragrance or any alcohol in it. This doesn't have any alcohol in it, by the way. And if the one that doesn't have any fragrance and alcohol gives me the same colour as this does, then that would probably be a favourite. But if not, then I might well continue using this. The colour, I suppose I didn't tell you the colour. I don't think it's very orangey. I mean, you can kind of see that. Sometimes colours can be very orangey or very strange on me, but I really like the colour of this. So I really do think that's everything now. Let me know if you'd even heard of this, or if you intend to buy it, if you've tried it by any chance, if you have seen it in any shops. Also, if you do buy this and use it, then feel free to leave your review of it in the comments below. I'm always interested in hearing what other people think about it. Let me tell you what else is on my face. I have got on the YSL Teint Touche Eclat Foundation in BD40. On my lips I've got MAC Sheen Supreme lipstick in Behave Yourself. I've told you what's on my eyes. On my cheeks I used No. 7 Soft Damson blush, and then I used a little bit of MAC Just a Whisp on top, kind of as a highlighter. But like I said, I've done a get ready with me for this look, if you want to see that. My hair is, this is kind of the hairdresser's cut, which was really, really good, and then I put Velcro rollers in it. and used my straightener. So I did that in my get ready with me video as well. So yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you again soon.